Alan Moore into the game now, looking like he's ready to kick. Here we go.
Here it is. Alan Moore in to try the extra point. The oldest college football player ever.
Fans are getting up on their feet. I think this is the moment.
Here it is, folks. This is huge. Alan Moore to try to score a point. The snap is good. The kick is down. The kick is in the air. And it's good. He made it.
How about that?
Alan Moore. How about that?
And nobody more excited than his teammates on the sideline.
That's awesome. Everybody crowding around Moore as he
Look at that,
approaches the
folks.
sideline. That's
Look
great.
at that.
Man.
Is that not unbelievable?
75 guys are surrounded him just to hit him on the head.
That is unbelievable.
Hey, and let's be honest, he's the only kicker to make a point today. You know?
Right. How about that, Laurie Walker? I just got chill bumps watching that.
Became the oldest player in the history of football back in 2011. I was at a football game one night. Was talking to a lady that happened to be the head football coach's wife and happened to teach my daughters in high school art. And I told her, I said, you know, your kicker's not doing very good. I think I'll just go back and try to kick at Jones next year. I have a year eligibility left. Well, she looked at me and said, are you serious? And I said, yes, I'm serious. Well, a couple weeks later, I wound up at Dick's Sporting Goods. Bought me a ball and a pair of shoes. Couldn't do anything. Hadn't kicked in 42 years. Couldn't get one up off the ground. And oh my gosh, I stayed out there at midnight sometime asking God to help me just get this ball up off the ground. So I found out that I didn't have the right shoes, so I ordered me a square-toed shoe, the new technology and all that stuff. One night, one afternoon, I kicked extra point. It was really good. I said, I can do this. So I went to Jones Junior College, where I'd played at in 1968. We won the national championship. The morning of February 17th, I was so nervous, so emotional about going back and trying out and doing this. I knew I could do it, but I didn't know how the emotions and how all the everything that's on your back and what you're thinking about. So I just kind of got on my knees and asked God to take away all this stuff, let me go out and kick the football, and if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. Had a perfect day kicking. Out-kicked all their kickers. And it went from there.
PAT for the season belongs to Mr. Moore.
And you better call him that. He's very much.
I think you better call him that.
Exactly.
How about he just walked up to Baker and shook his hand? You know, just
Did he
like
really?
a thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
I guarantee you that's what it
That's
was.
good stuff right there. He was literally tying his shoes.
The
right
oldest
before-
college football
no,
player. He's got the brace.
Oh, that's right.
That's
That's right.
Straightaway
That's
kicker.
right.
He was just putting his that holds his foot up.
That's amazing.
I got to tell you something. That the media messed up. The ones that were going to be here and decided not to. How about that? Doug Amos needs to tweet that, I think. What do y'all think?
I didn't care about the media. That's all I wanted to do was make my grandkids and my daughters proud of me. Do something. The whole thing was about making something, doing something that would make my kids proud of me. Because prior to that, I've been drinking, doing cocaine, going to the casino, spending money, hanging out with the wrong people, for a long time. And I wanted to change my life. And the only way to change my life was to do something that I knew that I had to do, and that was to kick freaking football. And I knew I could do it. And I did it. And I believed that I could do it. I asked God many times to help me about it. Well, it changed my life. It changed it drastically.
I was able to go out in practice with the New Orleans Saints in 1968. All of this comes back to what one guy told me, New Orleans Saints. Jimmy Taylor walked up to me and put his arm around me. He said, Alan, there's three things in life. There's God, there's family, there's football. Get all those things in the right order, then everything works out. Well, it finally took me 42 years to do that. But I don't think that the kicking is really the most important thing about it. I think the journey to getting there, the way it changed my life, and hopefully I've changed someone else's life. Believing, and I think that word is the most powerful word in our vocabulary, the word believe. If you believe in yourself and you believe in God, those dreams can come true and those storms can be weathered.